These are a few more of my knives. This is my movie collection knife. We got Crocodile Dundee, Outback, the Outback by Down Under Cutlery. When I was a kid, I always wanted this knife. It's a bit too heavy. I don't know if it had much practical use, but if I had to use it, I would use it. I've seen reviews on YouTube where they do actually use the knife, and they say it's a good knife. This one feels like it's got a pretty good edge on it. I haven't used it that much, but that's only because it's too heavy and awkward to pack. And then we have Rambo. When I was a kid, I always wanted this knife ever since my first time watching the movie. These are the John Rambo editions. It's got things in there signed by Sylvester Stallone. I think they're just mass produced. This one is 433 of 5,000. I don't think I'd ever use a knife like that. The steel don't seem like it's up to par. So these are more just for collection. And then we got Rambo Part 2. This one is 33 of 5,000. This one's a little more big and a little more awkward. I've noticed the trend from Part 1 to Part 3, the knives got a lot bigger. Here's Part 3's knife. This one is 5,300 of 10,000. That handle is just, nobody in their right mind would actually pack a knife like that for use. I mean, well, if they're 7 feet tall, they might. This one is surprisingly one of my favorite Rambo knives. This is the double-bladed boot knife that he throws. I think it's on Part 2. This one's the Stallone edition. Yeah, it says Rambo First Blood Part 2. This one don't have numbers on it, so I don't think this is a numbered set. I haven't got the one off the newest Rambo yet. I'm not real particularly a fan of it. It looks just more like a machete that don't have a tip on it to me. And then we got Indiana Jones. I never was a fan of Indiana Jones. I just picked this up in a trade and hung on to it. I would never use this for anything other than like to hang up. And since I'm not even a big fan, I don't even hang it up. It mostly just sits out here in the garage. I put it in about every yard sale I have to see if I can sell it, but so far it hasn't sold. So I still have it. Which, I don't know, if I watched the movies, maybe I would like it, but the people that's watched the movie said that they never seen him have anything like this on the movies. These over here is a few more in my collection. They're kitchen knives. This is just an old knife with a aluminum handle. And when I was a kid, my papa butchered all of his own meat. And this was his meat slicer. It's an Edridge made in Germany. It holds a really good edge. I barely touched my finger to it and it cut me. This is a knife I made. It's got walnut handles. It's made out of an old machete. I could have done a little bit better on the tip, but back then I didn't have the right tools to do it with, and where it was my first one, I just wanted to pretty much leave it how it was. And this one was my great-grandma's old kitchen knife. Somehow the handle got broke through the years, so I turned it into more like a hunting knife. This was an old hickory. It holds a very good edge. Made me a little holster for it. I haven't packed it hunting or nothing yet because I really don't want to take a chance on losing my great-grandma's knife. But if I had to use it, I would use this knife. It's got a regular white-tail deer handle. for about my size. If more fixed blades would have the kind of steel that this knife or this knife's got in it, they'd have some good knives. We still use this knife when we cut up deers, when we buy pork loin, when we cut it, we still use this knife. I still keep it as sharp as my papaw did, and I try my best to take care of it. Going back to this Crocodile Dundee knife, I don't think that they ever made an actual movie knife replica of it. I think it's just down under cutlery, down under knives. This is called the Outback. If anybody out there knows if they made a replica of it, which I've searched for it online and never found it, but if they actually made a movie knife of that, I would buy it. Even if I would never use it. It's just from the 80s. It's something I remember from my childhood. Much the same way with these Rambo knives. I never use them. I would never throw this. These are mostly just to put up and look at. Well, thank you for watching my video. I'll try to make a better one next time. I'm still new to this whole video making stuff, but I love knives and I want to share my love of knives with people, and I love watching videos about knives.